Hey everybody. So if you're a collector, you probably have an area of your home that looks very similar to this. We become hoarders, keeping all of the boxers and shippers with the mindset that one day, you know what, we may no longer want this piece or we just need to sell it. We need the money. But then there are the very precious few items that we would never ever part with for any reason. They are the things that define us. These are the things that they would literally have to pry out of our cold, dead hands in order to get. I'd like to share with you my top 5 Hot Toys figures that I would never part with. First up, it's the last son of Krypton. I absolutely love this figure. This is one of the first Hot Toys figures I ever owned, and it means everything to me. I'm a huge fan of the 1978 Superman film, and this figure captures everything that I love about it. Just the level of detail. I mean, it looks exactly like Christopher Reeve. Even his body tone, the way the costume fits, everything is perfect. And yes, I know InArt just announced that they're coming out with their own version of the Christopher Reeve Superman. You know, we'll see how that turns out, but my loyalty lies in this figure right here. I mean, every time I look at it, it makes me feel like a kid again. I just love it. Don't get me wrong, I do like Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman, and I really feel that he got the short end of the stick and never really got to shine as the character. And I do own a couple of Henry Cavill Superman figures in my collection. They're really good. But Christopher Reeve is my Superman, and this figure is not going anywhere. The sinister Grand Moff Tarkin. The man who had a chance to evacuate the Death Star when it was under attack, but chose to go down with the ship. Everyone knows that Hot Toys does sculpts of old men perfectly, and this figure proves that tenfold. I mean, this is an exact replica of Peter Cushing. And the level of detail in the tailoring of his uniform is top notch. Just look at his boots that almost give the illusion that they're real leather, as well as the casing in his belt buckle, and then there's the code cylinders that decorate the upper part of his uniform. Tarkin was a leader that demanded respect, and this figure definitely gives it to him. The T-800 Terminator, the ultimate time-traveling killing machine. Everyone knows that Hot Toys has made a lot of Terminator figures, but what makes this one stand out? The DX-10 has real leather clothing. Not that fake pleather that would just shred into pieces within 2 years if the temperature wasn't right in your room. Real leather. And updates were done to the head sculpt to make it look more like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and this does a better job at capturing Arnold's perfectly square jawline. When you add all the accessories and top it off with the sunglasses, this figure is literally a work of art that belongs in any Terminator fan's collection. Hello there! Obi-Wan Kenobi, in my opinion, is one of the best Hot Toys figures ever made. This is the benchmark for 1/6 scale perfection. Not only is the head sculpt perfect and is a mirror image of Alec Guinness, but just the expression on his face and the way his eyes are so focused as if he's about to use a Jedi mind trick on you. And then there's the perfectly weathered tailoring on his robe that gives you the look that it's been faded by the harsh dual suns that beam down onto the desert planet of Tatooine. If this figure is in your collection, protect it at all costs. For my number 1 slot, it's a tie. We have a boy from a farm who dreams of being a pilot in the stars, and the royal prince's sister that he never knew he had until the Force brought them together. Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. And just like every other Star Wars fan, I've seen A New Hope an uncountable number of times. And one of the scenes I really love is when Luke and Leia are being chased to the Death Star by the stormtroopers, and they have to swing across the chasm to avoid them, and she gives him that kiss on the cheek for luck. Now that's Star Wars. That's Star Wars magic right there. Hot Toys did a really good job capturing the look and feel of Luke and Leia as they were presented in the film. The tailoring on the clothing is really nice, especially on Luke. With all his accessories, like the brown belt and the binoculars hanging from the side, and then there's that little clip that he hangs his lightsaber from. And then there's Princess Leia with that really cool gun with the long barrel. And of course, we can't forget her iconic space bun hairdo. These two figures are part of the reason why I love collecting Hot Toys so much. I mean, come on, these are Anakin's children. I'd really like to know what everyone's top 5 figures are in their collection that you would never give up and they would have to pry out of your cold, dead hands. Please let me know in the comments, and while you're there, please like and subscribe. Just trying to build this channel up so I can bring you more cool stuff. This figure arrived as I was shooting this video, and I just had to add it in because it is definitely something I will not part with. I've been searching for this Commando figure for so long, and I finally got a hold of one at a really good price, and it was worth it. This figure looks amazing. I mean, I'm not sure if it's the same sculpt and body they used for the Terminator, but Hot Toys did a great job. It looks like Arnold in Commando in the 80s. And it comes with so many accessories that you would think it's a DX figure. I mean, you should see the level of detail on the weapons. I mean, every part, everything, it just, wow. This is definitely a great figure. It's a keeper. Thanks, Arnold.